and we have super sparkles. Oof. Hey everybody, Lucinda Swirl here, new day, new Tumbler project. So I've tried this technique twice now, and in both cases the camera was not on for the part where I actually did this. So I have two intros and I have two outros, and I don't have anything showing you how I did this. So by request, I'm going to not only do it again, but I'm going to do the metallic one on black. There are aspects of this one that I actually like better, so I'm going to use what I learned from this one and try and improve on this one when we do it today. I have a 30-ounce skinny straight from Makerflow. I sanded it, washed it, spray painted it, Rust-Oleum 2X flat black. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I am going to use Mr. Nola's Glitter's Speed-Dry epoxy. It doesn't have to be this brand. This is the one I've used in the past two videos, so I'm a little more comfortable with it for this particular technique that's still pretty new to me. But you can use another fast set if you have it. Something where you have about 15 minutes of working time. I'm going to mix up about 40 milliliters of this, and I'm going to put a very little bit of it, just clear, nothing in it, onto this black tumbler. That's going to be a very thin layer for the base. And I'm going to siphon the rest of it off into these 3 cups. And into these 3 cups, I'm going to mix Super Sparkle Light Gold Mica Powder from Crafter's Choice. These two things, these two Crafter's Choice micas, are sold by wholesalesuppliesplus.com. I will link to all of my resources below in the description area that is under the title of this video. So we have Super Sparkle Light Gold and we have Super Sparkle Rose Gold mica powders. And for the Silver Surfer mica from Island Micas and More. So each one of those will go in its own cup, and I'm also going to use a little bit of copper mixed with extra alcohol. It's a little diluted. These all are. So the copper will go with the rose gold, which looks copperish to me. I'm going to use the brass with the gold. And for the silver, I'm going to use silver. And then I'm going to apply the 3 colors in 2 spots. Now, one of the things I noticed once it was too late to do anything about it when I was doing this one is I started this band of the 3 metallics up a little too far. So I'm going to try and bring the top one down a little. We'll see how I do. As usual, I'm not going to measure. I'm going to eyeball, so probably not going to be perfect. Sit back and enjoy the show, and then we'll come back and do this part, and hopefully I will remember to turn the camera on that time. And we're back. Okay, 3 hours later, this is dry to the touch. In essence, it is done. Isn't it gorgeous? Ah, I love it here. Probably see it better on a nice white background. Isn't that beautiful? Just gorgeous. I absolutely love how this turns out. And everyone is unique, like most resin tumblers, but definitely in this case, definitely unique. As I was going along and doing all three of these, okay, so this was the first one I experimented with. This was the second one. I think I succeeded in getting better tendrilage. These tendrils sort of look spotty, like more like dotted lines instead of tendrils. I think I did better with the tendrils on this one, and I credit the adding of just a few drops of alcohol ink. It loosens the resin up just a tiny bit, so I think it made it a little more liquid, even though it was obviously at the very end of its work time, which was the whole point of coming back 12 minutes, 13 minutes. I would say no more than 15 minutes later, after you put the bands of metallics on. If you wait too long, obviously you're not going to be able to move it around much at all. You could probably get it fluid again with a heat gun, but then you run the risk that it's all going to start to run and possibly, you know, run horizontally with the spinning of the tumbler and all that. It's a timing issue, and a little bit of alcohol ink, just a few drops in with the micas seems to help. It is not flat. It is lumpy because we put those 3 big bands of resin here, and even moving some of it around, there's a bulge, couple bulges here. It needs another layer of resin over it to flatten everything out and protect what we've done. It's gorgeous, and I'm going to put some more resin on it. Regular old layer. I am not adding 504. I'm not adding rainbow. I'm leaving it just like this with some clear epoxy resin over the whole thing to protect what we've done. Next time you see this baby, she should be out in the sunshine.